Deuteronomy 8. All the commandment which I command you this day, you shall be watchful to do, that you may live and multiply, and go in and possess the land which the Lord swore to give to your fathers. And you shall earnestly remember all the way which the Lord your God led you these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble you and to prove you, to know what was in your mind and heart, whether you would keep his commandment or not. And he humbled you and allows you to hunger and fed you with manna which you did not know, nor did your fathers, know, that he might make you recognize and personally know that man does not live by bread only, but man lives by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Lord. Your clothing did not become old upon you, nor did your feet swell these 40 years. Know also in your mind and heart that as a man disciplines and instructs his son, so the Lord your God disciplines and instructs you. So you shall keep the commandments of the Lord your God, to walk in his ways and reverently fear him. For the Lord your God is bringing you into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and springs flowing forth in valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranate, a land of olive trees and honey, a land in which you shall eat food without shortage and lack nothing in it, a land whose stones are iron and out of whose hills you can dig copper. When you have eaten and are full, then you shall bless the Lord your God for all the good land which he has given you. Beware that you do not forget the Lord your God by not keeping his commandments, his precepts, and his statutes, which I command you today, lest when you have eaten and are full and have built goodly houses and live in them, and when your herds and flocks multiply, and your silver and gold is multiplied, and all you have is multiplied, then your minds and heart be lifted up, and you forget the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, who led you through the great and terrible wilderness with its fiery serpent and scorpion and thirsty ground where there was no water, but who brought you forth water out of the flinty rock, who fed you in the wilderness with manna, which your fathers did not know, that it might humble you and test you to do you good in the end. And beware lest you say in your mind and heart, my power and the might of my hand have gotten me this wealth. But you shall earnestly remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant which He swore to your fathers, as it is this day. And if you forget the Lord your God and walk after other gods and serve them and worship them, I testify against you this day that you shall surely perish like the nations which the Lord makes to perish before you. So shall you perish, because you would not obey the voice of the Lord your God. My precious cat lover, precious Jody girl, good evening. God bless you too. Jesus is King. Amen. God bless you too. Hi, precious Liberty Visit. Thank you so much for your kind words. 9. Hear, O Israel, you are to cross the Jordan today to go in to this possessed nation, greater and mightier than you are. Cities great and fortified up to the heavens, a people great and tall, the sons of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you have heard it said, who can stand before the sons of Anak? Know therefore this day that the Lord your God is He who goes over before you as a devouring fire. He will destroy them and bring them down before you, so you shall dispossess them and make them perish quickly, as the Lord has promised you. Do not say in your mind and heart, after the Lord your God has thrust them out from before you. It is because of my righteousness that the Lord has brought me into possess this land, whereas it is because of the wickedness of these nations that the Lord is dispossessing them before you. Not for your righteousness or for the uprightness of your mind and heart do you go to possess their land, but because of the wickedness of these nations, the Lord your God is driving them out before you, and that He may fulfill the promise which the Lord swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Know therefore that the Lord your God does not give you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a hard and stubborn people. Earnestly remember and forget not how you provoked the Lord your God to wrath in the wilderness from the day you left the land of Egypt until you came to this place. You have been rebellious against the Lord. Even in Horeb you provoked the Lord to wrath, and the Lord was so angry with you that he would have destroyed you. When I went up the mountain to receive the tables of stone, the tables of the covenant which the Lord made with you, I remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate food nor drank water. And the Lord delivered to me the 2 tables of stone written with the finger of God, and on them were all the words which the Lord spoke with you on the mountain out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. And at the end of 40 days and 40 nights, the Lord gave me the 2 tables of stone, the tables of the covenant. And the Lord said to me, Arise, go down from here quickly, for your people whom you brought out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made for themselves a molten image. Furthermore, the Lord said to me, I have seen these people, and behold, they are stubborn in heart. Let me alone, that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under the heavens. And I will make of you a nation mightier and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain was burning with fire, and the 2 tables of the covenant were in my 2 hands, and I looked, and behold, you had sinned against the Lord your God. You had made for yourselves a molten calf. You had turned aside quickly from the way which the Lord had commanded you. I took the 2 tables, cast them out of my 2 hands, and broke them before your eyes. Then I fell down before the Lord as before for 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate food nor drank water, because of all the sin you had committed in doing wickedly in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure which the Lord held against you, enough to destroy you. But the Lord listened to me that time also, and the Lord was very angry with Aaron, angry enough to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also at the same time. and I took your sin, the calf which you had made, and burned it with fire, and crushed it, grinding it very small, until it was as fine as dust. And I cast the dust of it into the brook that came down out of the mountain, at Taberah also, and at Massa, and at Kibroth Hattaavah. You provoked the Lord to wrath. Likewise, the Lord sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you. Then you rebelled against the commandment of the Lord your God, and you did not believe or trust and rely on Him or obey His voice. You have been rebellious against the Lord from the day that I knew you. So I fell down and lay prostrate before the Lord 40 days and nights, because the Lord had said He would destroy you. And I prayed to the Lord, O Lord God, do not destroy your people and your heritage, whom you have redeemed through your greatness, whom you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember earnestly your servant Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not at the stubbornness of this people, or at their wickedness, or at their sin, lest the land because the Lord was not able to bring them into the land which He promised them, and because He hated them, He has brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people and your inheritance, whom you brought out by your mighty power and by your outstretched arm. Hi, precious Marcella Mantilla 4795. Thank you so much. Love you too. Jesus is King. In God. Amen. 아, 소중한 상우님. 안녕하세요. 소중한 사인님. And precious big seal. Thank you so much for sharing this precious time together. This means world to me. 오늘도 소중한 시간 함께 해주셔서 정말 감사합니다. believe God's peace. Hi, precious Gary Robert. Yeah, I really wanna read King James Holy Bible, but it's a bit difficult for me yet, cause my English is not. But someday I'll definitely wanna read it. Thank you so much. Uh, I I don't know what to say. I think um yeah, there must be a reason that you think the King James Version is the only Bible, English Bible. Um, yeah, I understand there might be some translation issue from Hebrew to English. Um, yeah, I'll definitely read the King James Version in the future. We Korean Bible has also we have several versions too, and I'm not sure what what version was translated to that Korean version. It's so complicated. Even when I read that, where is my Bible? Even when I read this Korean English Bible, I can see some translation is not like what it means in English, and this Korean is kind of old fashioned style. So yeah, there's a lot of issue I think. Thank you for pointing out that precious Carrie. And thank you so much. I pray and believe that God's peace and love and blessings are always with you, protect you, guard you. What version you are reading, regardless what Bible version you are reading, I believe you so much. May God bless you much. Love you in Jesus.